Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Wednesday. We're here with Dragon Courier Wednesday. We got Dragon Quest VII. Last week we started this up playing the PS1 version up to our first island party. And now here we are on the 3DS version. About an hour or so in. We're on the only island known to exist. That's it. There's all there is endless water. So let's go explore, shall we? We'll do some exploration, then we'll do some learning, and then we'll do some adventure in that order. So previously, Dragon Quest VII. Our hero, our son of a fisherman, Slyo. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, we don't have Kiefer with right now. But yeah, taking a look at attributes. Slyo, the fisherman's son. We're out here just sort of having adventure. A bored teen living on the only island known to exist. We've made friends with the couple of folks who are our same age, you know, living in a small community. We know Kiefer, the prince, and Maribel, the mayor's daughter. And so currently, we have, where is, I think it's in info? Yeah. Here we are. So, Kiefer and Slyo went on a little adventure, into the Forbidden Ruins. Oh boy, we got the whole bit here. That's cute. I'm glad for this. But we found a weird little creature? I don't know, a fun little creature. We found some fragments which allowed us to rebuild most of a map, but not all of it. And now we're back in town, and our dad's back home, so we're gonna go celebrate a excellent fishing season. Yeah. Meow. Look at these big fish. So yeah, our dad Pollock is the leader of the fishing squad. God, I love the little cat over there. Har har har. Look at these giant fish though. They had a very successful adventure. I could just bite this fish right now. Hold on. These cats must just be loving it. Oh, God. Hold on, I want to get a good angle on the cat. There we go. That's a good angle on the cat. Of course, the fishing village is full of cat. Nah, this is worth buying yet. That's fine. Of course, as with the PS1 opening, Dad choosing to go north out to, like, the far choppy waters on a whim has caught something unique. Which is going to be our catalyst for adventure. This is my true love is the sea sailor here. Yeah, this is I'm married to the sea. It's been interesting so far to follow, we did the PS1 intro and then playing this 3DS one and seeing how, like, how similar the scripts are compared to, like, our other entries. Dragon Quest V comes to mind, having, like, actually, I guess 4 is probably the best on it, but, like, now 4's PS1, we only did the 3DS. Like, a lot of the eras have their different feeling. So, we're full of fish, though. Check it out. I'm sorry, we're full of fish and corn? Yeah, we're full of fish and corn. The sea is big enough to contain multitudes, of course, being the rest of the known world. Void corn. Let's go see how Maribel's doing. And kind of have it in one here. Our what we've learned about Maribel is she absolutely wants to do adventure and such stuff in different ways. The way that she sneaks out of town to go shopping and you know, flirting with the son of the weapon. Oh, cat. Look at that. Mysterious corn, that could be. But yeah, everybody is looking for adventure in different ways, and that's going to be our kind of our starting point with our cast. Anyway, let's go talk to Dad and see how our uncle is. I think we have the scene with our uncle here. God, Dad. Yeah. Just yeah. Fell asleep 30 minutes at the end of last year. Yeah, I went a little long on that one. Yeah, it was like talking about the. Ooh, look at that fish. Hold on, please. Just enjoy the fish stacked plates. We got this big fish, and we got like a bunch of lemons cut around it. Ha ha ha. It's been decades, plural almost. Our harvest when you were born was incredible. Just found you. So. I'm sorry, son. An old piece of a stone tablet. Could be anything. I don't know. I'm beat. You go take it. Show it to the prince. It'll be cool. But here is our final piece of the puzzle for the plinth. The tablet. Alright, and then before we leave, we have our scene with Pike. just pushes us out of the way. I have no idea what you're talking about. So, in the PS1 version, we are the one who goes in and steals it. In this, we aren't. Bonk! Slyo now has a big comedy lump on his head. And we dropped the... Oh no! Orb. It's not quite an orb. It's like, not quite an orb, but like, not quite an sort of egg. I'm thinking, Temple of Doom. You know? Gemerald? I like Gemerald. I mean, it's like a football. Anyway, we don't get to keep the Sizzling Stone, so that's fine. But importantly, we have right here. There's a map etched onto it. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm very happy there's a party talk button. This will be, once we have Kiefer and Maribel in the party, hitting this won't be a mistake. Speaking of Kiefer, though, let's go do, I love that Hourglass song. Let's go do what our dad suggested and go talk to Kiefer. I like this world map. Again, this is like one of the things that's most interesting about playing. Oh, did Pikes hit new damage to us? Where is my health? Yes, we did take a point of damage from it. You can see 24 of 25. I think we had 18 of 19 on the PS1. We have a lump on our head. But yeah, I like, one of the things that's most intriguing to me about this game, as I've said, I've played through the PS1 version of this, and we've played, a lot of different versions. When I've played through 1 through 6, I've made sure to go check out all of our versions of the game, as we do in the first stream. And for the most part, we're playing the same game with a coat of paint, I guess would be the way to describe it. Some of them have different systematic changes, and like the DS trio are all the same coat of paint. But like the underlying map is the underlying map. There are changes, like clearly Dragon Quest III HD 2D is huge in changes, and maybe is probably a good example of one like this, compared to like our different versions of 5, for instance. Love playing through that one on the PS2, by the way. But it feels like we're a step or two further away from just being 7 with the like map changes and the changes to the puzzle stuff. Oh boy. There's a flash of red and white from the east. But like not every remake, like a lot of, I'm not gonna be like Pike at all. I'll be cool. A lot of the remakes we've played of Dragon Quest games on different systems have been very close to the original, and this represents a little bit more of a step closer to what HD 2D is. It is a shame we were not able to be introduced to Deborah in PS2. I was very happy to have played the PS2 version though, because it felt like a more unique experience to me. I don't really know much about Deborah as a character because she wasn't in the game I played, right? Like, kind of an interesting bit, and maybe a reason for me to ever play, to play 5 on not on 3DS, well, on my 3DS. All right, what you got? Actually, I have like decent stuff. Bamboo spheres, stylish. I really loved our cast in 5. Bianca's quite great. Yeah. We've already done our, wandering around the castle, as it were. LGS Game Shop has a copy of 5DS sitting in there for a year, really not wanting to drop cash on it. I should take a look and see what, like, the same at my LGS, like, if there was a copy that wasn't, $1 million, I would definitely, like, pick it up. I do have one of the things I'll be showing. I say showing, but it'll just be a small, a pair of rec spec. Is that I do have 7 on my 3DS here in front of me, and when we get to the manual portion of the stream, I'll have to do a little bit with that. Not much. The manual for 7 is a little annoying. Because it's a digital bit that I couldn't get. Oh, here's something. Long, long ago, the supreme spirit of good did battle the supreme spirit of evil. That's why the world's so nice and peaceful. No repercussions from that battle. What's that? Where did the spirit of good go after the battle? Don't pick holes in my story, kid. One of the other things that is like a fun bit about playing these on one version is that it gives a reason to go check it out on another. Card only 130. Nah, that's so much. What the hell? No way. $1 million. The world sundered into 7 different shards. Actually, I think it's like 16 pedestals, right? Actually, should make 17. Look, there's a reason that my hey, we get our set here again. That my 3DS I have in front of me definitely legitimately has 7 on it on the SD card. Much like the version I'm playing right now. That you're seeing, me. I say the 3DS in front of me that you're definitely seeing me play it on. Alright, let's tell Kiefer about our cool stone tablet. What are the chances? That is a great question. Kiefer asks a good question. God. Kind of like how tiny we are. Spent $200 on a bespoke handheld game emulator before I spend $130 on a game. Yeah. Anyway. I can feel it in my bones. Alright. Let's head on out. I wanted to take a look at everything here. I've done that for years. I owned a PSP that I So I bought a PSP for the express purpose of playing Tales of Eternia. That was the literal purpose for me buying a PSP. Because that's who I am. You know. I played other games on it too, but yeah, that's where you get to play some interesting Metal Gears. The Lumines was on there. There's a Katamari on there. But more importantly was that my PSP was also a SNES emulator. So that was where I played Earthbound for the first time, I remember specifically. In full. I'd played Earthbound a little bit from renting it from a games shop. A lot of love for that game shop. Okay, we can't even go to town. A lot of love for that specific game shop. When it went out of business, I was in there on its going out of business sale, so a lot of my physical SNES collection is from that shop. That's where my copy of Super Mario RPG comes from. I think that's where my copy of Secret of Mana comes from. F-Zero. Just a lot of my, like, collection of SNES titles comes from that. But yeah, that was what my PSP was, in earnest, was a SNES emulator. Was the way I was able to play SNES NES games on mobile handheld, which was really cool. Alright. Anyway, so we don't have to go, like, the long route, or we don't have to take the warp gate the way we would in, PS1 in Warrior. I am likely to... It's the first day of the rest of our lives. Save story for Valkyrie profile. PSP was quite easy to jailbreak. Anyway, we are gonna have... Of course. we cannot leave without our full squad. You were doing all this fun stuff and you didn't say a word to me? Humph. Hands on hips. Humph. Humph. You owe me. I like our cast a lot. They're fun. You'll just have to lump it, I suppose. Ah, bigger on the inside. Mm-hmm. Look, we're a very shy fisherman's son, you know? And so we have the Sage's stuff. We didn't do any puzzles for it in this version. In Quest instead of Warrior. Alright. So we don't have the big 4 rooms for this. But we still have our buddy here. We can go ahead and place in our fragment. Ended up with a PS3 just for the Metal Gear Solid Collection 06. Played those games once, traded it for a 3DS XL. I picked up a... So, okay. I've picked up a number of consoles over the years for one game. I'll be real. Generally, if I pick up a console, I have a specific game in mind when I pick it up. I picked up a PSP so I could play Tales of Eternia. That was basically a bust, by the way, because that didn't have a release in North America. Its release was in Europe. So during the time period that I wanted it, I didn't have it. I picked up a Xbox 360 specifically to play Tales of Vesperia, which I'd already been gifted before having the 360. So, I mean, like, I've played a lot on that 360. And I picked up this 3DS for Mega Man Legends 3, a game that definitely exists. I picked up the 3DS for 3 reasons. Mega Man Legends 3 was number 1. Tales of the Abyss, having a port, was number 2. And Sticker Star was number 3. You might note that didn't, like, go terribly well, but still a heck of a console. I still have it and still use it, so Tales games are 3 of 3. I ended up buying Sticker Star, playing it, and then trading it in to get a copy of Fire Emblem Awakening. This is kind of interesting, like, hey, buddy. I'm getting a similar feeling to some of the other starts we've played, 6 and 3, most particularly. Like, Asleep in a Field is a place we've been in a couple. Oh, I like the head tilt there from Maribel. What the hell? Tiny little head tilt. I still do have my physical copies of Mega Man Legends 1, 2, and Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Yeah, so one of the things about this, like, forest here has to be, like, finding new terrain, new new land, new anything has got to be, you know, like, right, where else would we possibly be? There's one island. I'm going home. All right, well, thanks for the adventure. Let's never do it again. Meanwhile, Kiefer basically couldn't be happier. I don't think I picked up the Wii for a specific game. The Wii was a console I picked up. Not for any specific title. Well, this is nice. I like that we got a little... That's fun. A different... Ooh, okay, well, thank goodness. You know where we are. Anyway. Here we go. It's time. Yeah! Look at him! Her eyes are just like, what? What is this? Who are you? What? Look at them wiggle. Ooh. They're intensely wiggly here. Okay, we don't have spells. Spells in offense, defense, other. Abilities also in offense, defense, other. We don't have any of those. Blanc? Oh. This is a really... I didn't expect us to have the camera bop out and have us be visible. You know, we have the same view as a Dragon Quest, but like being able to see our party members act and also get attacked is pretty neat. Yeah, sort of the inverse of what we had in Dragon Quest III HD2D. I like that Maribel just goes in for the smackdown. I'm gonna slap this slime. cute. I really like this. I also like the look of our setup. I like that we're in a nice forest background. We got the wiggly slime. Looking at the old HD2D trailer, the old HD2D trailer almost doesn't resemble the game we got. From memory on interviews, that was basically a tech demo. Like that, all of what they showed was on Aliahan. So, like, they did a full rebuild, basically. You can see the best example I can show of that in HD2D is if you go look at the trailer, look at what Aliahan looks like when they leave town versus what it looks like in Dragon Quest III HD2D. Where in HD2D, you can just see all the individual buildings of Aliahan. In the trailer, it's just generic castle. Why is it full of monsters? What? You call those monsters? No, those are friends. Those are buddies. No. Look like monsters, smell like monsters, they're monsters. They look like monsters. This is all you two's fault. I didn't want to come. 5 minutes ago, Maribel forces her way into the party. I like Kiefer thinking about monsters a lot. That's good. Why don't you keep that in mind for 40 weeks from now? I don't think it'll be that long, actually. We'll see. I'm guessing 30. That also might be. We'll see. No, you'll be for the high jump. All right, I think I have an extra stick. Let's go ahead and hand that over. And then I also have the rec specs. Style +0. Thought they'd be a lot scarier than that. I've woken up in a weird forest to find a horde of murderous fiends. This is a dream come true. Oh, Kiefer. Go and equip. Okay. Kiefer's been rotating that slime in 3D forever. It's true. Alright. Then we have a friend we'll hopefully meet here shortly. This is something that was true in 7 PS1, and and worth mentioning here. We very clearly we've used in a lot of Dragon Quest games our 3 looks for classes, so we know like hey, here's a cool warrior lady because we know what a warrior looks like, Yeah, this is what warriors look like. We know this. What's Esthard? Also a little worse for wear. Can you ask Mist what's her name? Maeve. Yeah, the look and feel has had a bit of a change over the years. If you look at, like, 10 also has, like, a slightly different look on warriors. as you know, like we've had a shift. I feel like a Dark Prince as well is a good place to look. We had a warrior lady who's hanging out in one of the Colosseums. But like, you know, the like the hat boots, the like, you know, pink magenta coloration and such. But here's some seeds. Let's plant some flowers. She has this very beet purple like skirt as well. Been a rough time out here. She's planting weeds because there's nothing else to plant. The place is very desolate. Wouldn't start from here. Let's get out of here. Naive. Psst, hey! Hey, Slyo, hey! So I will. Love to have a party chat. I know we did have it in PS1. It was just harder to access because it was on talk menu. Let's take a look at attributes though. So we got Fisherman's Son Slyo. We got Prince of Estard, Kiefer, Mayor's daughter Maribel, and well, our fourth party member is here, but not in full. The guest. Ooh. Oh! Yo, overworld monsters? Not random encounters? Okay. Sure. Didn't expect that. Let's bug an eggplant. Well, we're getting into slime. This is a few of the later titles do this, where we have overworld encounters, rather than random encounters. We'll encounter that in other games, but as we've seen, we've played through 1 through 6 and have not encountered this, so. Duh, thanks. Look at this, buddy. Oh, man. We can also take a look at our island. We've got a village. We've got a tower we can head to up north and around, and a cave down south. Isn't 7 the quickest to get you to a full party that's not just like 3? Yeah, you actually do. We could go explore, but I'm not special. You know what? I can't fault you at all, Maribel. She's got a sword. She attacked for 30 damage. And away she goes. Had her crit for triple. Anyway, welcome to, incredibly beat to hell place, as we saw when we were here the first time. The town that's putting itself in ruin. We're doomed. Welcome to Ballymolly. Ballymolly. We're gonna have different names all around. As the translation on Warriors on PS1 was in a different era. Tear it down. They're tremendous. And town here, we've got a few places. Gotta remember to I love me wife. Let's see if we can get to the bay. All the ladies in town are gone. Maribel immediately asking, wait, so what's up with Maeve then? Which is a real and strong question. Wife gone. Yeah, you can't kidnap Maeve. She's just beat up the slime that tries to. Oh, look at this little kid. Oh, you're humans. Oh, yeah, come on in. I mean, if you were slimes, I guess I couldn't stop you either, but... Oh, that's cute. I'm Patrick. Oh. Yeah. Me dad. Me da. Maeve used to be the protector of the town, and now she's gone. I need a yoke. Alright, so we have our... We're getting our small little vignette. We're going to be getting a lot of those, by the by. Yeah, absolutely. Nice. Patrick's name in the Japanese version. Patrick. The thing about monsters is that for us, our trio here, we've never... The world of Estard has been at peace. Monsters are in fairy tales and books. Thanks a million. I love the like animation and the animatedness of our characters. That's nice. Yeah, we've been eating fish all our lives. A lot of good, strong fish. Where's me? That's not gonna stop us, right? Speaking of characters that are Dragon Quest III looks, here's our martial artist. So we had Videl in our party, in our first play of 3, so cat. Meow. Tell you about Molly. Yeah. Mob of monsters over in the village. Not which character lines up with Videl, but we had a martial artist in the playthrough of 3 I did on stream who was just named Videl. Oh my god, he ran in alone. That's why we're Bally Molly. Sure, set of plain clothes. Alright, let's go talk with, Estard. Nope, never heard of it. Nice inn. 4 beds. I guess you know, probably gets a lot of use with the rest of the town being beaten down. Oh. All right. So we can go ahead and buy ourselves. We've got like 150 bucks. I could get some spears so we have better offense for everyone. I could buy 3 spears. That'd be good. I could buy a pair of shields. Shields are a lot cheaper than the armor. And worth a lot more and are a new slot. That's probably best. I'm thinking 2 shields. Maribel's gonna be a little bit behind on stats because Maribel can only use the spear out of here. I'm gonna go with... We can sell these plain clothes. And sell these plain clothes. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and buy one oaken club, and one leather shield. We're gonna have one character who's decked out. This way, if we find other things, we're able to, like, better make use of them. Like, because, like, if I buy 2 shields and find a shield, I won't be able to use it. But if I buy 1 shield and find a shield, I'll be able to use it. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Kiefer get, really buff. We got $6. I'm glad I didn't use the N. We wouldn't have been able to afford this. Alright. Let's do a little bit more run around town. We're going to save quick. And then we have a... this is a good time, since we've hit the same point we're at on the PS1. We can go ahead and check out the manual. I think that'll be a good time for it. So let's quick save the game, and then I gotta figure out where I want to be for music while we're checking out the manuals here. As is tradition, the second stream we have our manual time, and then the third stream we'll have our commercial time. I should find some time to take... I've thought about finding time to, like, look over more, like, reviews at the time, but that's, like... I don't know, more subjective. I'm not as interested in that as I am, like, the advertising and such around it. I'll stay on the overworld here. We should be fine if I just chill in a corner. They're just having a good time. We don't need to worry about that. Alright. So, let's go ahead and change what we're looking at for just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and move you over here so I can see this a little better. And I'm going to quick disappear as we go over here. So, this here, we've got our manual for Dragon Warrior 7 on the PS1. This will be a fun look here. I adore looking at these manuals. Our manual here has our principal trio. We've got a little lizard on Slyo's head. We've got Maribel, a little, like, nonplussed eating an apple. We got Kiefer, sword drawn, looking for adventure off at these ruins. Maribel's got a great face. Slyo looks much larger than Slyo is for being, like, slightly further ahead on here, but yeah, we have the logo, like our, like, you know, think Final Fantasy logo with the what's in the background. We have a ship. This was one of the last Enix titles, indeed. This is pretty... We move on to the merger pretty close after. I'm keeping an eye out on my left screen, by the way. I can see an eggplant walking a little bit towards us. We'll be fine. Alright, anyway, let's quick adjust the size of our view so we can take a look here. We got our warning. We got our warning for projection screens, unofficial use of products, do not bend your disc, etc. The thing I like to take a closer look at is on the right page. I should probably, like, make my cursor visible just so I can point at things here quick. So, we have these little slimes in the corner. I find them really, fun. Anyway, we got a lengthy one. Let's go ahead and take a look. You live on a small island surrounded on all sides by raging seas. This is the only island in the world, or at least that's what its inhabitants think. In ages past, many a young hero set across the waters in search of adventure in new lands, only to find leagues of empty ocean. In the end, the seafarers returned empty-handed. Could this tiny island really be all there is in the world? You are the hero of this tale, an ordinary boy who has lived his whole life on this tiny island. Here in this tale, you live in the southern port of Fishbell, to the west of the town of Estard, above the town is the castle where Prince Kiefer lives. I like the nice looking map. Obviously, the cut in the page cuts it a little bit, but you can see our map on the side here. We get to learn, again, we're looking at our PS1 version, so we're going to have slightly different names for Dad and Mom. Oh, look at our little buddy, the hero. Ordinary boy living in a tiny fishing village. Father is counting on you to succeed him as a great fisherman. You're a bit too nice for your own good and often get taken advantage by your friend, Maribel. Yeah, we have the tiny slimes for the number bit down here as well. I like our little lizard buddy. Our dad, Borcano, Pillock. Our mother, Molly, Pearl. Yeah, highly regarded fisherman on Estard Island. When he leaves to fish, he's gone for days at a time, and your mother, Molly, has to watch over things at home. Looks forward to having a chance to go fishing with you, but he doesn't think you're ready yet. And Molly, our mother, protects the house, and Borcano is away on fishing trips. She hopes you'll someday become a strong-willed and brave man. Help be concerned about your faintness of heart. She sometimes bothers you more than you like, but it's just a sign of her affection for you. So, this is a good distinction on like Mayor's daughter. Daughter of the boat owner of Fishbell, Maribel. Emmett, did ride on the boat with Borcano in our go. Tendency to be meddlesome and think the whole world revolves around her. Nonetheless, she's a faithful friend to you and Kiefer. Then Kiefer, the heir to the throne, carrying little bit of status as the king, he constantly is talking about going on exciting travels, much as it's dismay of his caretakers. His adventuresome spirit makes him unable to resist sneaking out of the castle, often to come to your house to play. He thinks of you as a brother, and the two of you made many a fond memory together. I like that our cast, and it's been very clear from it's been very clear from our small interactions we've already had that this is a cast that's had years of time together. This isn't like a group meeting for the first time. It's like we could reference a bunch of other events that Maribel, Kiefer, and Sly have had together. Here we have a number of characters we have met in some number of characters we have met and some characters we have not. As is, we get our small previews in the manual here. Our uncle, Honora, this is, Borcano's younger brother lives a dissolute life, often visits your home, usually borrow gold. Seems unaware of how dubious his reputation is among the people. We've got King Burns, wise ruler, trusted by the populace, his strong will helps him quickly overcome all difficulties, except the matter of Prince Kiefer, which he can only throw up his hands. And Lisa, who we met, we didn't talk to Lisa in the PS1. She was standing out on the balcony. Lost her mother at a young age, and her father had little time to take care of her while attending to his duties as king of the land. Perhaps this is why she depends on her older brother Kiefer so very much. She's very ladylike, enjoying birds and flowers, and lives comfortably in the castle. And then we have some cast members who knows when we'll get to meet. Arya, the Dasian dancer, the mythic hero Melvin, and the mysterious boy Gabo. Yeah, fine sword fighter with incredible charm to boot, raised by the Dacia tribe. Their dancing skills are second to none, but sorrowful glint in her eyes, essentially a troubled past. I love Melvin, a warrior who fought alongside God in the age of the Demon Lord. When today's peace was still but a distant dream, the result of the battle and Melvin's whereabouts thereafter remain a mystery to this very day. He would surely prove a worthy traveling companion if you managed to make his acquaintance. I love the way that this is, like, written, like, for clearly a character we haven't met if you're reading this the first time. Like, we see on the cover of our game, our trio, but then we also have, you know, clearly the characters we're going to get to meet. The mysterious boy Gabo, raised in the wild, full of innocence and warmth. Despite his incredible survival instincts, is lightning fast, can run circles around the fiercest of monsters. Little's known about his background. Little kid. It does begin, indeed. Thank you. But yeah, so a bit of an overview on the cast we do know and some of the cast we don't. I always like getting a little bit of a preview. Gabo is even a little more than the protagonist, indeed. Has like the missing tooth. Dog. Has a cape that like reminds me of 5. We got controls. And we have controls, and we have like the note about if you don't have a DualShock. Dragon Warrior 7 does not support vibration function. This game was released, like, fairly late into the PS1's time period. We talked about this when we were doing our Like a Dragon stream, that Dragon Quest VII would have been the last game that Ichiban would have been able to play, having released in 2000, leading up to New Year's Eve in 2000, New Year's Day in 2001. But that puts us pretty late with the PS2 coming around the corner, like, pretty soon there, if not actually around that corner, because I think, okay, let me talk about consoles. There's a few there's a few dates on consoles and games that just stick in my mind. The Dreamcast release, for instance, is one of those that just like the date of the original Dreamcast release sticks in my mind, and therefore I can divine the PS2's release a year later after 99.99, because the Dreamcast released had a half a year of time, and then the PS2 existed to eat its lunch. So that like that would be early to mid 2000, around give or take the time of this game's release. So there's a couple other dates like that, you know. Yeah, well, it's like the type of kid who enjoy meat on a bone. Yeah, it's true. All right. We've got, you know, our creating a save file, making sure you know to save at a temple. And we got Melvin. Oh, Melvin's back. Oh. Oh my god. Look, Melvin, as we said, Melvin was around at the time of God fighting, specifically alongside God in the Age of the Demon Lord, like literal. We got our fun little buddies. Gabo having a nap down here. Hope you're doing well. We also have I love Slyo hanging out with the little lizard. Remember the night for the end of Indiana Jones 3? It's true, I didn't mention Temple of Doom earlier. Looking at Melvin, you and the idea of fought alongside God, that night from the end of Last Crusade does come to mind. So, very important, we're gonna bring up like the 3D part of the game. This was like one of its huge bits. We saw very early in the PS1 title that it made us make use of that to like, you know, get a better view on things. A lot of our bits here are going to be mentioning, hey, use the zoomed out camera. Use out you can see the rocks are this way. Oh, I can see the ship. You know, Actually, I should hold on. Let me change this to just be no spread. That way it's bigger. Yeah, we have a rotation. How do I get? How did I get in here? Rotate things. Yeah, you need, like, 3D was a thing that was definitely a pushed idea on the PS1. There was this, like, for a good amount of its time, like, thought that it's like, oh, well, because the PS1 can do 3D, it should be doing 3D. And so games making more use of it in that manner. That was a thing I remember said a lot about Symphony of the Night at the time of its release, was like, oh, well, this is just a 2D game. Why would I care about it? Anyway, these two are definitely looking at that pot going, yeah, look at that pot. We're gonna crush it. We also have the 4th shot of the tiny lizard. When are we gonna meet the tiny lizard? PlayStation can create incredible effects. Picture of a skeleton, it's true. But yeah, so again, we have another page about the rotating. What's behind the stairs? Oh, there's a staircase behind the stairs. There's a barrel over it. You know, so like making sure that you do use that. Action button. There's the button that you can use for talking. But you also have your different normal bits. I love this is this is a Yoshihiko panel. Like Maribel looking at the crushed pot there as we're throwing another one. That's great. Step 1, pick up item. Step 2, move with item. Step 3, throw item. Step 4, 1 gold. 1 gold. We've got temples, we can save, we can find out experience, revive, detox, etc. We have our general, you know, it's a church. We got gold banks. First rule of adventuring, status recovery. That's the first rule of adventuring. Enix, Eric, Rory. Let's learn the 6 basic commands. Talk, item, info, cast, look, plan. And we have the note, talk to your friends when nobody's in front of you. So you can go ahead and, you know, we have the note about party chat. That's fun. No. So we have our item commands of like give to an ally or like, you know, equip, and then we have this little art here. Like, hey, you can use this little sword. Yeah, okay, thanks, buddy. And we have the lizard. They're back. They're still here. This little buddy. That's the dragon that's on the quest. Also, individual stat. Oh, ooh, hold on. I love this. Oh, this is a good look here. We got Maribel in like the full armor with still having the like dress on. That's so good. We got Kiefer who has on the like the Hermes Valkyrie hat and is just like the most stylish looking with the cape and such. And then, like, just how happy Slyo looks in this little pose here. That's great. No one wears the pants in this party. We have our stats, what they do. Strength, damage in fights, agility, moving fast, going first. Guard has a relationship to defense. Intelligence, the mental prowess of a character. And then appearance, which does get called style, is unimportant for most battles, but surely something good will happen if this rating is high. Surely. Strength plus equipment for attack. Guard plus defense for defense. Hit points, magic points, and EXP. Or sorry, EX. There's no P there. We've got cast. We can use, as we can see, as I mentioned, Dragon Warrior 7 exists in the that and the Game Boy era of translations, where we have heal, heal more, heal all, blaze, blaze more, blaze most, etc. The difference between the action button and look is that look will check barrels and vases without breaking them. There's no way anybody's ever done this, right? I'm stunned that that's an option, to be honest. Ooh, hold on. Ooh. Yeah! We got, the turtle armor. And Maribel and Kiefer are having a look for, some potions. It's great. And then we got Tidy. Yeah, what would happen if we broke a pot and it attacked us? Who could say? Pay attention to terrain. Some you cannot cross, others contain more monsters. You can walk across land, you can't walk across craggy mountains, and you take damage from poison bogs. Mountains and forests have more monsters than plains. You cannot pass the shallow sea. Bridge, poison bog as the star. Shrub. What do you have there? A knife. Oh. Yep. Hold on. Did my zoom in stop working? There we go. Vehicles. We've got boat. Again, I like the preview we get here, but we have an explicit, okay, here's a boat. You can't use boat. We've seen boat. Of course, boat has to exist. Magic carpet. Ooh, magic carpet, which we've had before. When you get magic carpet, you can cross shallow seas, bridges, and other terrain you can't pass with a boat, but you cannot pass forests and mountains. There are other vehicles in the world of Dragon Warrior 7 as well. So who can say? Yeah, caves and towers, fanes and temples, village, town, and castle. Oh, we got items here. Hey! It's Bozo's favorite. We got the moon herb. We have many a seed, grace herb for appearance, mystic nut, life acorn, death seed, all the others we can see up here. Wisdom is this one right here. And of course we've got our Hama! We have our look. Rock Fang, a primitive weapon created by grinding rock. This is one of Gabbo's favorite weapons. And of course, down here. Yeah! Clap. Classic generation of travelers, sturdily stone from thick cloth. The shell armor lowers your appearance. Oh, come on. Silk robe, only Maribel can equip. Magical shield, weakens spells. Seashell helm, a fun hat made in the shape of a slime, but equipping it lowers your appearance rating. That's foolish. that's incorrect. Yeah, appearance has no accounting for taste, clearly. But, however, on the other side of this, slime earrings greatly raise appearance. And for a kicker, give a little attack boost too. Clearly, everyone, you know, folks love the slimes. But yeah, we have the Starry Bracelet. This is the Meteorite Bracer that doubles agility. The bunny tail. Everyone loves the bunny tail. And the tights. The Final Key. A mysterious key that forms itself in the shape of the keyhole of nearly any door. People are disappointed that the slime hat doesn't actually have the slime face on it. That makes sense. And yes, we have our shards. We put in the fame. The Millennium Key. Gabbo. As you explore the island of Estard, you'll be happen across a strange shard. It seems to be a fragment of a larger tablet. Why was the tablet broken in the first place? What secrets lay behind it? This is our main call of the game. These little tablets that we find to put into the plinths. Finding our way into new places. Does that mean there's enough shards to fill all these altars? Who can say? Of course, we have our bits here. You can rotate the shards, put them in. Every shard unlocks a doorway to a new world. Estard flies. Monster fight. We've got tech speed for it. We have our, much like our previous titles we played on the DS, we have like direct control as well as plan, like telling our party, you know, no mercy or healing. They have different names here, but the idea is still the same. Hey, buddy. No self-expecting adventure can avoid monsters indefinitely. Maribel just blasted. So yeah. We also do have a talk command in fight. That's interesting. But yeah, so plan, we have, you know, charge, normal, no fight, no magic, heal, manual. That's our, like, go all out, show no mercy, use no MP, focus on healing. Focus on healing. Oh, this one's a fun one. Maribel's about to fire off the spirit gun? Damn. like we're about to see a hole appear in the chest of one of the, like, just go like Frieza. Like beam. No mercy. Anyway, so the idea here is charge is use all MP, anything. This is go all out. Normal is balanced. No fight is the support setup. No magic is don't use MP. Healing is use healing, and manual is commands. You might ask, why would you want to use these over manual control? And one of the things that is, like, I think most useful about plan control versus manual control is that if you're using manual control and you need to heal, you have to choose your heal target on the start of round. Whereas, like, if you let them have the heal command, like the heal plan, you let them wait until round has gone, and then now it's, okay, using the heal on the person it's most correct for. Go. Yeah, we're just gonna put the triangle beam right through them. Yeah, so that's the reason you would choose plan over manual, because they don't lock in the action until their turn comes up. Whereas you can't do that. Talk strategic advice. And also, down here. Back-to-back blocking swords. Yeah. Poisoned, heal that. Paralyzed will fall off sooner or later. Cursed, something terrible might happen to a cursed ally. And then, you know, knockout, you lose half your gold, use the bank. Spells! One of the most exciting part of your adventure is gradually expanding your repertoire of spells and skills. What is a spell? What is a skill? Spells, all cast with MP, they are spells. Advanced spells can only be learned by mastering one of the spell experts, such as the mage or monk. And then you gain skills. Some skills are free, some aren't. But the difference is they're not blocked by spell block. In order to learn spells and skills, level up within the class. Oh, mastering a number of classes. Ooh. What do we got there? In order to learn more advanced skills, you must go to Dharma Temple. I kept calling it Dharma because that was what it was when we were playing 3. This is also the same as what's known as All Trades Abbey and our other plays of games that contain this. So yes, we do have, like, our cast of characters, and we do also have a vocation system in this game. We have classes, jobs, you know, to learn, so you can better improve yourself by taking on a vocation. Anyway, here's a spell list. Here's a ton of... the thing I want to point out here is, again, we're at Dragon Warrior 7. So this is the second era of translation. Instead of Hurt, we have Blaze. But we have Blaze, Blazemore, Blazemost, Fireball, Firebane, Firebolt, Infernos, Infernamore, Infernmost, Bang Boom, Explode It, Beat, Defeat, Defeat Max. And we have, like, you know, certain classes. Look at our classes. We get a little bit of a preview again. You know, we have Mage, Ranger, Sage, Cleric, and Mariner? Only Melvin. Because Maribel learns this, Mage learns this, but Ranger learns this. God Hand is the only class that can learn Sacrifice. We have Zap, Thordane, which are hero-only skills. And then Aldane, combine powers and attack one enemy with the Wrath of God. We also have Pirate. Interesting stuff. We have some new stuff here. Same here. If you saw my playthrough of Dragon Warrior monsters and Dragon Warrior Monsters 2 with Gnome Bitten, you'll recognize these spell names. I sometimes refer to spells this way. You'll hear me say increase instead of kabuff a lot of the time. Not all of those have stuck. I think of it as zing and kazing instead of vivify, even though that's what I'm more used to. I guess more. But yeah, we've got Mage and Dancer, Sage and Paladin. Look at the number of, like, different classes we have here. Absolutely my spell names forever. Yeah, I understand. Sage and God Hand. The Shepherd. Oh my god, we could... After 200 years, the Shepherd can return to the land after the Age of Chaos. Saray is finally here in the party. Yeah, Mariner is not Pirate. Pirate's down here. Tamer. Here we got more Gabbo only. Warrior, Dancer. Again, we got a little bit Teen Idol. That's where you get the hustle. A lot of fun bits. We'll get more into this much later. This is a preview. This is absolutely a preview of things to come that we'll probably throw out of our mind for a little while until we get back to, until we reach Dharma. Anyway, you and your allies begin without belonging to any class, but somewhere on your quest, somewhere, you will come across Dharma Temple, which presides over changes in classes. When you or your allies begin your adventure, you are still youthful and naive without an expertise to call your own. However, eventually you will each find your calling. Choose a class and train well. You'll be able to learn spells and abilities of the unique gifts of your chosen class. Or join a class, seek out Dharma Temple. The body that resides over the class changes. The mysterious temple is the only place you can change classes. There are 10 basic classes. Which tracks you the most? Anyway, down here, we've got our Maribels. I love our Maribels. These are excellent. These images, by the way, are absolutely the reason I love to go through the manual, is to see our little character images like this. They're so cute. But yeah, so you can see here we have basic classes, much like we did in 6. If you remember our system in 6, where we would like learn 2 classes and that would unlock another class above it. This is how we got into Armamentalist or Luminary or things like that. Warrior, Fighter, Mage, Cleric, Dancer, Thief, Bard, Mariner, Shepherd, Jester. And I think we'll get an overview on these. Let's learn. These are the classes you can join immediately after reaching Dharma Temple. Choose a class that fits your character's personality. Warrior is Warrior. Master Sword becomes Warrior, gains Strength and max HP. Commanding role in combat. Fighter, Agility, expertly trained in body in place of weapons, learns extensive hand-to-hand techniques. Occasionally, ally. Crush enemies in series critical hits. Mages gain int and max HP, max MP. Begin learning attack spells. Mages' strength and toughness are low. Supportive rear position most appropriate. Clerics learn restoration. These are things we know. Clerics decent hand-to-hand fire. Dancer gains agility and appearance. Dancer's adept at dodging enemy attacks and learning dances that confuse. Thief is agility, can steal, learn spells and abilities for sniffing out caves and things in towers. Exactly what you think Thief would be. Then we have Bard. Bard's something new here. We've got intelligence and appearance, learns combat songs and support. And then we have Mariner. Mariner is literally gains defense and max HP, is strong against water attacks, and learns abilities for traveling across water. A Shepherd. Shepherd doesn't have any main stats, but you get unique Shepherd abilities. This is the most This tells me nothing. The Shepherd, you can learn Shepherd moves. Your Shepherd has Shepherd stats that are normal. Earlier in the manual, this class was called Pirate? No. You'll notice Mariner is right here. Pirate's down here. Attacks enemies with Antipode. And Jester, all your stats except appearance suck, which goes huge. If you're lucky, Jester will bring a lot of excitement to combat, perhaps even getting monsters to roll with laughter. And we have our, what? Look down there. But here we have a few examples of expert classes, of advanced classes with expertise levels. This is the same system we had in 6. Each class gains expertise levels from beginner to veteran to general. You go up to level 8. You can see comedian written there. That's hilarious because, you know, we have different bits here. So, our advanced classes, Ranger, which is the warrior mage. I believe this was called, I think this was Armamentalist in 6. 6 did it better, but the DS version may fix some things. That's going to be an interesting thing because, like, the way of releases go 6 original, 7 original, 6 DS, 7 3DS. So 6 DS definitely had, like, some improvements over on the system over 7, but I have to assume 7 3DS has its changes as well. But yeah, Ranger is warrior mage, you get sword power, and so we can take a look at, that's a little too close, but... Ooh, Gabbo. What up? Dragoon, warrior fighter, combines the power of the warrior with the agility of a fighter. Imagine a warrior that has increased chance of critical hits and learns the skills of a fighter. Sage, cleric, mage, it's sage. So those are examples. However, that's not everything. That's very clearly not everything. However, let's go ahead and learn about one other thing. Occasionally, a monster will drop a monster heart after defeating in battle. Get these monster hearts. You can choose monster classes. If you join a monster class, you will learn spells and abilities of that type of monster, as well as gain the protection of that monster against fire or ice. What kinds of monsters can you turn into? So, Enix, you wish to become a slime? Perhaps there are even advanced monster classes. I love that the manual, like, gives us enough information to go in on, but leaves very open questions, you know? There's obviously more to learn. Even between, like, professional experience system, where you learn skills based on the pairing. Cleric and Bard has Heal Song, Warrior and Thief has Thief Hit, things like this, where there's, there are also skills mapped between them. When I played the PS1 version, not one monster hunt dropped in 80 hours. No, slime. But yeah, so there's also combinations. Anyway, what else do we have? Quest is a difficult uphill battle. Don't be afraid to take a break from your mission. Try some pleasant side games. We got the slots. We can go to the casino for poker and slots and maybe other games. The secret collector of medals. You will happen across tiny medals in your quest. Somewhere in the world's a king who collects them. That's right, the mini medals are real. We've got our medals to find. Hey look, some buddies. We have the Monster Encyclopedia, again, if you would like to learn about slime. There's the information about slime. Create your own town. Somewhere in the world, you will find an empty plain with a single lonely old man living on it. This man's dream is to create a town in this very spot. Help him realize his dream by telling people trying to start their lives anew about the old man. They'll come and live in the new land and number citizens in the immigrant town. This is similar to what we had in, God, 6? Where, like, we had this town that built, or no, was it 5? No. I think it was 6, now that I'm thinking about it. The town we built up by, like, sending people over to it in the DS versions. I don't think 5 had it because we were playing on the PS2. So, like, 4 and 6 were the 2. Yeah, 4 had it as well, okay. Collect all the world's monsters. If you fill the monster park, you may get a reward. We have to befriend monsters in combat to get them to live in the monster park, where we can go see them anytime. Oh, hey, it's been a little while. Here's our little lizard buddy, as we talk to everyone in town. Detective work is the most basic skill of an adventurer. Talk to everyone. Even the same person might have different news if the situation has changed. Effective adventuring. It is important to talk to everybody in a Dragon Quest. Hold on. Is that like... Kiefer just getting out of bed? When you begin your adventure, your max HP is low, and the enemy's brutal hits can defeat you in one strike. Have you ever turned off the power without thinking first? Avoid the frustration of lost work. And of course, we've got the guide. We can go ahead and get ourselves the Prima official strategy guide. For both discs, this was a 2-disc game on the PS1. Obviously not alone in that. Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 are all multi-disc games. RPGs being games being multi-disc in that era was like more common than uncommon in my mind. Thinking about Legend of Dragoon is 4 discs. Tales of Eternia is 3 discs. Like just a normal, like a lot. Good and useful guide, that's great. Then we got our limited warranty. If you want to receive the warranty, you can go ahead and ship over to Enix America, who will definitely answer. FF7 was 3 discs and then 4 for 8 and 9. But yeah, so we have a warranty, and then we also have coming soon, 2002, Dragon Warrior 4. Visit Enix.com for the latest and greatest that's coming to the PlayStation 1. Soon, it'll be here soon. Just wait for it. You'll be able to play Dragon Warrior 4 on the PS1. This game's definitely real. This didn't come out. Dragon Warrior 7 is the last mainline title to be released by Enix alone. It's the last Dragon Warrior game. This did release on the PS1 in Japan. It did not come over. This did release. We did a look at it on the Dragon Quest 4 stream, but Dragon Warrior 4 does not exist on the PS1. Yeah, we got Elena jumping around there solo. But yeah, so that's our manual. Fun to look at. It's got some fun friends in it. I think my favorite is... Where's Maribel in armor? We also have, and this is going to be a much quicker manual, because, so I'm going to boot it up here. On the 3DS, when you boot a game, onto the home screen, like, you could go ahead and hit manual on it, and you get, like, the instruction manual on the 3DS. However, I don't have that working on the stream at the moment because both getting to the home screen isn't functional, and also the manual freezes the emulator anyway, so don't worry about that. We instead have, thank you to nintendo.com/EU/media/downloads, we do have the Dragon Quest VII electronic manual PDF. This is a much less interesting manual because we can't, like, scroll through it like you can on the 3DS. On the 3DS, each of these buttons is, like, little clickable bits. We're gonna kind of blitz through this quick. Again, we have vocations, as we expect. This is made to be used on a 3DS with a touchscreen. So, like, I would touch this button here, and it would take me straight to number 25 vocations. And it's made for being vertical on... Excuse me, on the 3DS. Anyway... we've got our important information. Like I said, I'm going to skim through most of this. There's not a lot in here. This is actually a lot more text than anything else, which is a lot less interesting to me. Any existing or future unauthorized technical modification of hardware or software in our 3DS system or the use of unauthorized device in connection with 3DS may render the 3DS unoperable. Okay, thanks. I will not keep that in mind. This has stuff about the Street Pass and other bits of the game. Look, don't include your name on or your address or telephone number on a upload. We got Mii's. Do not include illegal content which aids in illegal activity. Do not include content that violates public morality. If you post, please be careful what you post and where you post. Friend code. Oh God, friend code. Okay. Yeah. Do not recommend you give friend codes to people you do not know. Yep. Parental controls. Yep. Introducing the characters. Hi. Give me a bit more zoom, please. Oh boy, that's a bit low res slio there. But yeah, like I said, this is a lot more minimalist because it's more of a, like, technical manual inside the game rather than a physical manual you have printed. But we've got the hero. It's you, Prince Kiefer. Maribel. We got Ruff. So we'll get to meet Ruff later, but we have different names again because we're in a different time of translations. That does include what's that? Aish? Oh, how am I? I don't know her by this. How? Aishi? Ash? It's not Ash. Lack of lizard? Lack of lizard. I would go, I think, Aish instead of Ash. That's what I'm thinking. Sir Mervyn. Important bit on, so some of the translation bits, you'll notice small bit changes. Romer tribe instead of the Deja. But Mervyn here, A legendary warrior who fought alongside the Almighty. Who is, in the PS1, that's just always translated as God. Controls. We got our camera controls, our movement controls, party talk, etc., etc. Please note when the game is transferring the internet, 3DS will not go to sleep mode. All right, good to know. Start your adventure. Yep. I don't think there's going to be as much interesting in this one. Oh, wow, these are really hard to even see on the PDF here. Church save. I'm looking for the differences is the main bit. Oh, hey, we have our little buddy here. It's fun. Same bit. Hey, you have a camera, use it to find, like, interesting things. You can see the stairs behind the front there. Use the map. We got the shop, which we were using in the DS ones. Temples. Aishi. Instead of Aish. Okay. Good. Yeah. Churches. Armor. Banks. When you cross a green line, monsters on the overworld. So yeah, monsters on the overworld, you run into, you fight them. However, it sounds like caves are still random, rather than like overworld. I guess maybe it's not. That looks like a slime right here. Maybe in the cave there's still also fights. I guess we'll find out. We're heading to a cave very shortly. We got the ship. We got the flying carpet. And others, which we won't find out about. Yep, assembly room. Speak to the host of the assembly room. Oh, that's fun. We also have a, like, hey, if you need to find, this will happen throughout the game where, like, we need to find enough tablet fragments to get another plinth open. And, like, this is a way for us to be like, hey, where the hell is the last one? As the story progresses, you'll obtain the fragment detector. The detector shown at the top left corner on the lower screen will glow when you're near a tablet. Will not appear in your inventory and cannot be used as an item. Okay, we want to make that a lot easier. That makes sense. Like, again, I cannot stress how there were a number of times where you're just like, I can't find the last fragment, and it's because it was in, Hot take Shard, better word than Fragment. I like Shard as well, especially like a shard of the world. I keep thinking of those plinths. The thing is, you would like, having the fragment detector to find shards is like, so big, because it's like, you would miss, it's like, oh, there's one in this dungeon you just didn't grab, you know? Okay. Mastery level, we can see our vocations. 0 to 8. Stats. Strength attack. Agility is going faster and dodging. Resilience is defense. Wisdom is intelligence. Style is chic and sophisticated. Per using the party's attributes. Okay. I love our little equip screen. That's going to be very nice. Different characters equip different things. Spell details. Things worth investigating. Oh, here we go. This is a nice. Pots. Barrels. Cupboards. Bookcases. Barrel. We have the info bit, which... Oh! We also just have like, hey, where's the hint on the next one? Story so far. We got our spell lists for everyone. Misk. Misk menu has a bunch of things. Heal all. This is the auto heal using MP. Tactics, set that up, line up, order, organize bag. And then we have settings for stuff. We also have a quick save. This is like like just go ahead and make a suspend log, you know, that loads when you load it back up. This is a thing that the Game Boy games had as well. You'd be able to like make a quick save and then load it, and then the loaded save would be gone if you load. As soon as you bump into a monster while in the field or deep dungeon, the battle will begin. Okay, so it does sound like all screens have bumping into monsters. Sleep, poison, venom, paralysis, confusion. Okay. When you die, you lose all your stuff. You get knocked out, lose half your gold. Yeah, quick save on a mobile device is like a necessity, and that's why it was on the Game Boy once as well. Show no mercy. Launch back, don't use magic, focus on healing, follow orders. And of course, instead of Dharma Temple, we have All Trades Abbey, but same thing, we're going to be learning vocations. Take a look how change vocation does not affect the character's level. We have more descriptions of them when we get in there. This will be a while. Costume change. Ooh. Ooh, okay. All right. Happy to see costume change. That's a good thing. Oh. Oh, this is important. Spells and abilities you learn in a basic vocation can be used if you change vocations. However, skills learned in advanced vocations can only be used in that vocation. So, like, yeah, if we went up to Gladiator or Double Up, we have to stay in that. Somebody asked that when we were playing through 6, and I was like, oh, that's an odd question, but if it's like a thing in this game, that makes sense that it's like, oh, well, where does that land? So, good to note. Warrior, martial artist, we have our different names instead of fighter. Mage and priest instead of cleric, same things though. Dancer, bewildering dances. Thief, sneaky filters whose abilities can help the party amass a hoard of treasure. Troubadour, musical minstrels whose song have a multitude of effects in battles. Sailor, sturdy sea dogs learn water-based attacks on their skills, serving the party while they sail the seas. A shepherd, woolly warriors whose abilities can support and shield their allies. And then jester, jolly jokesters make monsters' sides splits with the laughter and bring the house down on their heads. This vocation boosts style. Career advancement. You get advanced vocations by getting several basic ones. Warrior and martial artist will unlock gladiator. Warrior plus, you can unlock armamentalist, things like that. Monster vocations. Defeat monsters to obtain hearts. Special items that learn to transform into a monster and learn their abilities. Party must have the monster heart in their possession. Monster hearts consumed on use. Master multiple monster vocations, unlock advanced monster vocations. Then we've got, ooh, all right, we have our poker casino. Somewhere in the world lives a miniature monarch who collects mini medals. Speak to Monty again. Hi, Monty. How you doing? Monty will be in every game we've played for like the last 3 years. It's great. If you can befriend a monster, they'll go to the monster meadows and you can hang out with Monty. The Big Book of Beasts. Oh, this looks so good. I can't wait to get the Big Book of Beasts. And then the Haven, which is the immigrant village from the Dragon Warrior. Wants to build a special village where monsters... Oh, no, this is... Hold on, this is different. A place where monsters who dream of being human can live in peace. Find the monsters who disguise themselves as human and bring them back to Haven and settle and go from strength to strength. That's cute. That's not the same as the immigrant village was listed. This is a bit that is specific to the 3DS version. This is like Street Pass, where you can have these tablets that aren't the main tablets, but are like side dungeons. I'll have to do some work on pulling these up. Yeah, there's just not a lot of art in this, which is sad. The art is one of the big reasons I go through this. Street Pass stuff, I will try and do some Street Pass stuff. I can go ahead and, like, pull up different little Street Pass bits, but not all of it. So, using Street Pass, yeah. Using the internet. Speak to the landlord of the download bar in the Haven to go online. And then contact us. Anyway, like I said, this one's a lot less interesting. It just has some new bits about, like, hey, here's a bit of new information. So, I like the other manual a lot more. It's got our fun art. Yeah, it is a digital manual, and it's made for, like, scrolling up and down and going to specific, like, chapters to learn something specifically. That's why you're referencing it, rather than, like, learning as, like, reading it on, like, you know, the way home or when you get home with your new game. Anyway, that's manual time. I hope you enjoyed manual time. I know I love to do manual time. It's always a great time to take a look at, like, what these little art bits look like and stuff. So, anyway, we've been standing outside town for like an hour. I'm gonna quick step away for just a second, and then we can go on, head to a cave, and try to get a green gem. If you remember. I'll pull up the little story so far bit. Okay, so let's head out. Let's bother an eggplant. Aubergine. Let's go. I love the animations here are really nice, and I really like the camera back up here, where, like, we get to see the party. Alright, I gotta go bother a slime. Look at how transparent and, like... Oh no! Slime from me! Like, watching the slimes run off into the background. Yeah, turn on the 3D and look at a slime in 3D. Oop. Hey, here we go. Slime level 2. 3 HP, 3 MP. 11111. Aubergine only show up in this game in 10 as far as mainline, but they show up in a bunch of spin-offs. Alright, Kiefer, what do you got for us? 4 HP. 1011. No Maribel. Okay. We'll do a little bit of bothering. I know that in the bottom corner, the like HP like bottom screen, or you know, that screen is a little small, but like we do get the HP bar as well when we are character selecting here too. And like right now we basically don't have any use for MP, so I don't really mind having. You can see like the HP bar under our bonk. Bonk. Slime animations are bonk. I love the like wiggle jump at you. Yeah, we don't even have MP. Alright, this should be Maribel's level. 2 HP, 5 MP. 2 agility, 1 wisdom, 1 style. Alright. She has some style. She has some grace. Alright. The Rainbow Mines. That's the other exit. Is Maribel doing the... Yes, Maribel is doing specifically an Arale run. That's why she's running this way. It is very much a Naruto run. The HP, not gaining the HP MP on level ups is true of every Dragon Quest we've played other than 3 Remake. 3 Remake getting you a full heal on level up was notable in how it changed the difficulty of a dungeon. You don't have the same level of taxing resources when a level all of a sudden gives you 100 MP back. One of maybe the most notable changes in 3 Remake, because it's not toggleable. A lot of the other changes in 3 Remake are things you can turn on and off, but that one has a pretty heavy way it changes the game while also Chaining Mac. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Oh, even on cash, 42 bucks. Okay, yeah. We do have, like, overworld monsters in here as well. Like, they're visible, we can avoid fights if we want to. That's a lot of fights, by the by. They have a good flip, though. Maribel does not get into the groove. These are nice little enemies. Yeah, talking about major changes, lack of random battles is an incredible, like... That's a system-level change, you know? So... Alright. Slyo 3 HP, 3 MP, 11011. Slyo learns a new spell! Hello! We've learned a spell, it's heal. We can't use it until we gain MP, but we have it. Key for 3, 4 HP, no MP, 21111, no style. Due to the on-field enemies and their spawning 3DS effectively has reduced encounter rate in a world map, but increase in dungeons, because you can basically just dodge them in the overworld, but in dungeons, like, you know, a monster's a monster. Oh! Hey! A friend! That's excellent. She does have a very chunky hair model there. It's true. It's one big piece. Oh, dang. Okay. I've got things to do, like, goodbye. I'm busy. I've got... things to do, places to be. Now, let's go check out Oh, lips. Lips! Big smooches. Yeah, Kiefer's got, like, weight behind. Wonder how it feels to be able to cast a spell when you've never been able to cast a spell before. I have no idea. Like, if I all of a sudden, like, took enough actions to gain a level and all of a sudden gained 5 MP, I'd be really confused, you know? Maribel, level 3, 3 HP, 6 MP, 1-2-1-1-1-1, and learns Frizz. As we saw in the manual, the PS1 manual, Maribel has access to Blaze, Frizz, Hurt. I probably should head back to town so that we have MP while we're doing this dive. Let me check down these stairs before we quick do. Yeah, okay. This is just a... Stop daydreaming, Slayo. Oh my god, hold on. Take a look at Kiefer's model. Kiefer's actually speaking when we're talking to Kiefer. That's like actually doing that on the model is wild because right now I'm at like 4x internal resolution. Like, that being visible on the 3DS, no chance. Yeah, like, definitely, like, just time to the character speaking, but that's still really cool. I like that. There wasn't an in town. There were 4 beds in it, if you remember. It was a reasonably nice inn. Probably gets a lot of use because there's not a lot of houses anymore because people had to tear down their houses. The end of battle broom is a little louder than I want, but I do have a change on the soundtrack applied, so... That's to be expected. Which is to say the soundtrack for the Japanese release rather than the English release. I think that's why our battle theme is slightly... Ooh, I like the little buddy dropping out. I'll have to see if I can load this save onto the other setup and just, again, show off differences. I don't actually know them because I haven't played... Again, I haven't played 3DS 7 here. This is the first time I've touched this. Alright, 9 gold per night. 94 bucks. We can go buy another shield? Or, like, I don't think we can buy a better weapon. We can buy Maribel a better weapon. right? I could go ahead and buy Maribel a spear, I think. Let's go do that. Alright. I think the spear was 50. Yeah, that's a pretty big leap. So let's give this to Maribel. You'd be daft not to equip it. Alright, so that should help Maribel in, like, offense when we're not having her, you know... She has 11 MP now? If I go into Magic... Heal costs 2? Okay, that's 1 less than I thought it was. Was this what Infinite Undiscovery was about? Infinite Undiscovery is a game about a planet and the chains binding it. And I played Infinite Undiscovery on the 360. It was a forgetful game. I remember very little of it. Alright, let's check out this cool bamboo bit. Oh, that's just a piece of bamboo. Alright. A little sharp at the end? Yeah. Oh! That slime was destroyed. Alright, I feel like we're in a good place to go ahead and investigate the Rainbow Mines. Try to find ourselves a green gem. I don't remember anything, like, really terribly bad about Infinite Undiscovery. I just don't remember it. It just was. It was a game I played that was a video game that existed. I really don't have much else than that. I remember bits about, like, the chains on the planet and, like, you're, like, pulled out of jail to go find the person who's, like, really the hero. I remember after playing Xenoblade and thinking, isn't this just better Infinite Undiscovery in basically every way? But I don't know if the games were, like, in any way connected, in like, how I would like, try to connect them gameplay-wise and such. Perhaps the worst thing you can say about a game is it existed. Kiefer 41111. Kiefer not learning any magic, learning any spells. We're getting our kind of feel for, like, okay, this is what our characters are gonna look like, right? Kiefer hasn't gained any MP. We have heal on Slyo. We have Frizz on Maribel. I'm gonna turn up music a little bit and down sound effects and see if that is. It should be Slyo level. Slyo 4. 4 HP, 4 MP. That's 2 more heals. We're getting good money and good healing, or good levels out of this. If I go into settings here, we can go ahead and music volume up, sound volume down. Let's turn weak 3D on the combat, just see what they look like. That's fine. Let me know if sound is at the wrong setting. I remember I set this on the PS1, but I didn't set it on the 3DS. Ooh. The combat sounds sound too low, actually. Yeah. Yeah, combat sounds are too low. We need to put that back up one. I need to hear the ka-chunk. Music volume at 3, I think, is fine. This is still not overpowering me, but is enough that's audible. Alright, and you can see... Oh, boy! Okay, does Maribel... Nope. Battle is only if I get touched. Good to know. Yeah, Maribel has a stance. It's great. I like that we have, like, differences in using equipment. Yep, is this Maribel's 4? Maribel 4, 5 MP. We're getting our... So, we see our kind of archetypes. Kiefer has our warrior spirit. Maribel has... We're seeing a lot of MP in the mage's spirit. You know, we just learned sap. And Slyo has, of course, the hero spirit. But the hero has more than just that going on, so... Yeah, so it only is if I get touched. So, like, if I do this, we could... Whoa, that's so many enemies. There's a slime there, too. I love that, like, the attacks doing no damage still has the same animation. There's not, like, a miss animation. Later. See ya, buddy. Whoa. Slime activated. A lot of enemies, and a slime is there too. It did show that we had a bestiary and, you know, the monster park. So I'm really hoping we do have a 3D model viewer. Interestingly, the on-field monsters in the dungeons gives us a reason for some of these, like, you know, turnarounds, ways we can go around here to try to, like, dodge a fight, right? Like, okay, we gotta, like, lose them. Ah! Oh! Oh! I tripped over a slime. Goodbye. Yeah? When you bump into a slime at the grocery store. Ah, red gem. Okay. The thing about the, like, encounter rate being like, oh, we're on, you know, like, it could be higher, like, because we're in these tight corridors, it still feels fairer in my mind, rather than just, like, we walk around a corner and, like, every 3 steps we get into another fight, right? Like, because you could dodge it, that gives you more agency. Oh boy. Well, we got pushable red rock. How am I gonna carry a stonkin' great jewel all the way back to Astard? Stonkin'. Uh-huh. And here we have a JPEG of a jewel on the wall. Somebody graffitied a gem onto this wall. Alright. Yeah. I have a button, by the way, so I can do this at will, just in case we need to. All jewels do this. That's why Bejeweled... Okay, thank you. Sorry. We're... Oh, sorry. Oh, no. Oh, well. Look, we like to play with the slimes. The slimes enjoy playing like this. Okay, so if I go like this... Ah! You want a guide on keeping a slime as a pet? The, like, the gremlin rules of, like, slimes. Obviously, not like not fitting after midnight, but similar to that, you know? You have to make sure they have a nice, humid environment. Slimes in a drier environment can change the, like, consistency of the slime based on the, like, humidity. As we know that, like, a much more humid environment vents bubble slime. Slimes lose cohesion and just kind of go like, and become bubble slime in a more humid environment. But in a more arid environment, you can have a, like, a different, like, consistency slime. We know that slime color is informed by their environment and, like, the things that they, like, kind of play around in and live in. Like, you know, a slime in a more desert, arid environment might be a more, you know, sand yellow or closer to than your normal blues. We know that slimes can also just kind of, like, flip over on, you know, slime gender is more of a construct than anything else. We know we have Slime King, and we know we have She Slime, but it's more of like a choice than anything else. Metal slimes are definitely a result of, like, metals in the environment as well. 3 strength. Slimes learn... Ooh! Kiefer learns Flame Slash. Heathwin Slime, Paldean Slime, Cantonian Slime, the Ose Slime, Delta Slime. Do we have Delta Slime? Oh my god, they actually got me up top on the same frame I was pushing the rock, and the moment I stopped pushing the rock. Hole on slime. What else about slimes? What are other slime facts? Slimes like to play in groups. We know that. Slimes really thrive in groups. They are social creatures. We've seen this from slime stacks. Slimes love to play ladder. Slimes can, you know, as we know about ladder, 5 can play ladder, but slimes like to play ladder in 3s. Slimes also like to play in groups, and that's how we get Behemoth Slime and King Slime level slimes. The cohesion of those slimes is definitely like a cohesion of the group. A King Slime or a Queen Slime represents a group of slimes that are close enough to have that cohesion to hold together rather than fall apart. it's not the same type of like a group cohesion that you might think of like a, I don't know, like drift compatible slimes. That's not the sort of cohesion. But a like consistency of slimes, because you like getting a king slime does involve the slimes being able to gel in the right way. So like if you took like if you had like 4 slimes and like 4 metal slimes, those aren't going to gel in the same way. Yeah, Slime Society we've gotten a number of looks into from our different Rocket Slime games. That's an important look into Slime Society. Oh, I can do this. I didn't... Alright, hold on. Hold on, hold on. I didn't realize that we would get them bejeweled on a vertical. There's a lot of different things that slimes can eat for their diet, and again, that is a big piece of what changes a slime. So we haven't seen green. We've been these. So our colors here have been red, yellow, and blue. I don't know. Like, I know red green is the obvious color blindness. I don't know how this looks for, like, specifically for like colorblind coloration. Like, is this like 3 that are distinct enough, or are they close and this room becomes a bit of a nightmare to get through just alone? Oh boy. Okay, we have a... Yeah, I'm certain there are. That's more of a curiosity of like, well, how does this like pair up versus... Red yellow exists, but red blue does not, if you remember. Okay, interesting. That's the piece I'm interested in. Like certainly there's ways to offset that. I'm most interested in like what the actual ones that are problem causing are. The fact that we're in a puzzle room without encounters is something we also had in 3 Remake, which is really appreciated when you're thinking about puzzles. This is also, I think, a side effect of encounters being specifically... encounters in this game specifically are, like, not random, meaning we can have them not be in a room and we just avoid them, so. They're orange. There are a lot of good animated slimes. There's a lot of... Oh, I see green. Hello? Hello? A Tung Fu fighter? Uh-huh. Nope, nope. I want Slyo here. Kiefer here. Because we should one-shot the Nightcrawler. Yo! Big damage, okay. Tung Fu Fighter is definitely fast as lightning. We can heal that up, though. I've got MP for it. All right. There it is, green. We found it. Oh, howdy. Hey, Maeve. Thanks for coming back, like. Sorry about leaving you in the lurch. It's all right. I understand. You're busy. We had things to take care of. Yo, can you just crush it? Oh, damn. Okay. Bring this to the look. Yo, look at that gem. Oh, I love it. That's what a chunk looks like. Look how big that chunk is. That's still really nice. Thanks, Maeve. Oh, a wooden doll. I am. Thanks, Maeve. I assume the local mines were, you know, a big part of the village before, you know, it got attacked. Okay. Could this be just thinking of Hamlin back on his feet? Oh, look at the little doll. The thing I love is that the idea of these gems are like the size of like slightly lower than Slyo, but they're pushable. They're light enough that like we could probably just like pick one up if we tried. Like, I don't know, we could just like carry this big old gem and it... Hey. Hey, what up? Yo. How you doing? Ah! Ah! Oh! Mm. The council will decide your fate. The bouncy council. That's not quite enough to be a king slime, but only by one. I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm thinking that about that. There's a specific dungeon in Endwalker at max level when you're after the main story that has just hit after hit with the bouncy council and some cactuars and just some incredible pieces within that dungeon. Alright. Let's get moving. So we do still have to... Yeah? That reminds me, I have so many images of... I'm sorry, is this Ro? What? Right. Oh, yeah, uh-huh. But no, I have a lot of Sabotendi images from Endwalker, or not from Endwalker, from Dawn Trail. I said Endwalker before, didn't I? I meant Dawn Trail, the most recent expansion. The dungeons after Endwalker are, there are also some cool bits in there, but the one with the Cactuar, the Sabotendis, and the council is one of my favorites. But I have a lot of Dawn Trail. Oh, we're done with the puzzles on the way out. I have a lot of Dawn Trail and even some Endwalker Sabotendi hangout pictures, and I should probably like put those on the blue sky. I love taking images of Sabotendi, my little Cactuar who hangs out with Sly on Final Fantasy XIV, with other friends. I want to say clips should just be good, but just in case, I can do that too. Thank you. Hey, Maribel 5. Maribel's getting good stats here. Less HP than everybody else, but... Yeah, okay, I suppose. You know what? That's a good sign that we have leveled the correct amount for the dungeon, right? Like, 8 MP is like almost all of my MP, but, you know, that's still fine. Alright. Molly. I keep saying Molly. I still will, even though I saw it mentioned that it's Molloy. But like Ballymolly is what I think about. Alright, we have our gem. So let's talk to everybody in town, then we'll hand over our gem. Boy. Poxy monsters. Alright, let's go ahead and save. And then we can hand over our gem. Do you intend to keep going for a while here? We're not done. Yeah, first thing I'm gonna do... Well, there's an axe in the side of this building, which is just... Now, let's get out of here and let's hand over... Ready to hear me yarn? Aww. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, we're in the Mave. Big crystal. The thing about the crystal is that it's big. Hmm. Alright, let's learn about Maeve. Midao was over at the tower in the East battling monsters. Oh, heck. Maeve saved Dad's life. This is incredibly cute. Oh my god. Actually laying in the bed, you can see Kiefer's just like rolling over bed sheets like everywhere. Like, I feel Kiefer right there a lot, just like splayed out, just like what? Maribel's also the only one awake. Night, Kiefer. Night's live. Night, Maribel. Yeah, we're not home. We we're on an adventure, but we don't even know how we really got here. Wah, wah, wah. Dude, only a wimp would feel like that, huh? Huh. Wall up a few beasties and give the others time to get ready. Anyway, hey, here's this doll. That's cute. Top of the morning. Had a bad dream? There it is. Alright. We had a bit of an echo dream. Alright, let's go check up. Oh, we have a bunch of money too. I could probably buy a sword now. What's up? Oh, I always adore the commitment. Hamlin. She's super tough and cool and save your life, protect the village. Hey, we like put together a map and ended up here. All right, let's head to that tower. Hey! How you doing, Hamlin? Alright, first questions first. Hamlin also not, you know, not here. I'll be waiting for you, Da. Alright, let's go head over to... We have, as we've seen with Maeve, temporary party members are a thing. Like, party members that we're not going to be able to, like, vocation change, you know? That'll jump in and out. Oh, I don't need to stay here. I already did that. There's no horse town. Alright, oh, that's cute. I'll go and buy a copper sword. Party members which may or may not have their stats overwritten by Moogles. Alright, we're also gonna sell the cypress stick. And then we can sell this cypress stick. And then we can sell this cypress stick. And then we can sell... this antidote herb. And we can sell this medicinal herb. That gives us $70, which is enough for us to buy one pointy hat. And we didn't have a hat on Kiefer. So that's all of our money. Always spend exactly all your money. Alright, let's go head to a tower, shall we? If you have no money, then you can't die. That's definitely what it means. Kiefer's like, am I afraid? Alright, so we want to head north, kind of through these woods. Alright, let's see what our squad looks like. So we, again, don't have control over, Hamlin. Ooh. Hamlin helping out. I don't know, we need to be casting out here on slime, but you know. Yeah, Maribel is like, look, we have no idea how to get home. We're just sort of like doing things because we don't really know what else to do out here, right? Like, might as well help folks. It is the kind thing to be doing. Ah, treasure. Okay, we are no longer immortal. The pauper who cannot be killed because they have no money to die with. If I go tactics... Assessing the situation. Damn, okay, attack for 30. Look! Oh, is this Sly or... Yeah, Sly, okay. 3, 4... Ooh, 3 wisdom, 2 strength. That's nice. Alright. A tower. So we have... Uh-oh. There's a friend up there. Okay. We can enter it. Cactiball! Cactiball. Cactiball. Ooh. They got moves. Okay. Slayer should have it there, yep. Oh! That was the cat wizard from Dark Prince. The Mogus. For a second. Was that was that not the Bogus? I thought that was the Bogus one went down the steps. Oh. Oh, we're fine. Hanlon decided to kill one on turn 1, so this is not a problem. Yeah, I just got a glimpse as well. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled for the Bogus. Ah! Alright, well... As you can see on the map, those are our 2 bits. Golem appears! Alright. Let's give it what for. Flame Slash, and let's go ahead and... Sap. Yeah, okay. That was Oh, I've got to get that. Yeah. Have to get used to our, like, different spell menus. Ooh, I love the casting animation there. Kiefer does a flip. Oh, Kiefer takes a hit. Fun fact about Kiefer using it. There's 0 enemies resistant to Flame Slash for a very long time. Oh, alright, there we go. A green fragment. We got ourselves a new shard. Ah, big wimp like that, we just get the crit. Eek. Alright. But yeah, so green fragment, we can see. Yeah, it's a bogus. Meowgician. Oh dang, you got frizz, do you? Maribel up. Okay. Cannibal. Alright. So we've got a shard here. That's a shard you found. Fragment. And? Ooh! A knife! Who's getting that? Kiefer, tell me about knife. It's very stylish. Alright, let's keep looking around. You know what? Let's let him hang out. Ah, we chose correct. Hey, and we got the payoff. I didn't buy an extra shield, and thus... Ooh, shield also is visible. That's nice. We didn't buy that second shield, and I got a free shield for it. Amogus. One thing about, like, enemies not being random encounters is that it's a lot easier for me to just not choose fights and, like, end up a little under where we should be in levels in my mind. Hey, buddy. Mouse flap. Look at the face they're giving. Handling crits, it just goes like, you're gone. We'll fight a bogus. Meowgician. It's not these ones that are moguses, it's an alt color. Some meowgicians. I'm gonna have to give Kiefer an herb. Oh, Maribel as well. Yep, okay. I'm fine using herbs because they're gonna wear out their welcome pretty quick. Slyo 6, 7 health. Hey, buff. Okay. Why did they build a tower with so many stupid floors? All right. Okay, we can't run from everything. Yeah, playing Dark Prince means having seen a lot of monsters that aren't, like, from a lot of different games, you know? That's a pretty consistent thing about Dark Prince. Okay. God, we are critting. I love that Flame Slash has the flip on Kiefer, though. It's so good. Okay, look, everybody's ready to crit. Ooh, Kiefer level? Maribel? Kiefer 7. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay. So this is the wrong way, but hopefully there's a treasure. That's why I'm going this way. I like the face the mouse flats have. They're making like a eh at you. Oh, they're just out. Okay. I don't want any. No treasure. Dang. That's what I get going for Treasure Zone. But yeah, so Kiefer's got like 60-ish health. Slyo's got like a little under 50, and Maribel's got like 35. Cactaball. Alright. So again, we can see on the map. Just a quick. Destroyed. Alright. Meowgician, not bogus. Down. Nope. Yeah, this is part of the experience. This is like us having fights that are run-inable on the world map and dungeon rather than random. Sometimes it's just we are rolling. Yeah, when Hamlin decides to attack, we fought a golem outside. Hamlin's turn 1 against the golem was crit for 120, which was like 3/4 of the health of the boss. Just like, nah, I'm good, thanks. Oop, treasures. 80 bucks and a Cactaball. Cactaball's like a treasure. Hamlin. Hamlin, I need your assessment. Ooh, Slyo 7? Maribel 7. 5 HP, 2 MP, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, and Snooze. Hey, a Slyo snack. I am eating that Slyo snack immediately. Three whole resilience. I'd like to note that like our resilience numbers are like 7, 12, and 13. Alright. Well. Nice. Ooh, nice. One of the games we're using seeds on here is super valid. Yeah. Anyway, check out our buddy. Hey, look. Weird dog over there. And a kick in the leg. Boring gray blob can't be the leader. Cowardly little shrimps. They don't know attack. Single clawed. Alright. A Crabble Rouser? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and follow orders on this fight. I'm gonna go ahead and buff Maribel. I don't want Maribel getting owned here. And then Flame Slash, and I'm gonna go ahead and just see if Snooze works here. Yeah! Sleepy! Snoozing. 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 Get that crit on. We got Snooze as a spell, which makes me immediately think, oh, well, that has to be like an answer to a question, right? That's why I went with the Snooze here. All right, let's frizz. Ooh, another sap. 15! Oh boy! You know what? Can you take a nap again? Okay. Hamlin just double crits and the fight's over. Get out of here. Thanks, Hamlin. Another Seed of Resilience. The thing is, this isn't the boss that Hamlin fought last time we were here. Boss? Boss? No, boss, what are you doing? Thanks, Maeve. Oh, no, Maeve. Skeleton! This is the real me. Big skeleton. That was also the real me. Nobody wrote rest in peace on my grave, so I must write rest in peace on others. And so we learned about Beloy. And got that Echo flashback. Somebody turned me into a giant skeleton. Well, We got one more fight ahead of us. This one, I'm just gonna hit the button so you can see. We got handed a full heal before this. But yeah, so as we learned, Maeve's big brother was the hero who ran in to fight all these monsters and was left alone by the village. And so she came to despise the village for letting him die. You can see that Maeve's cape, it has the same sort of tattered purple that the skirt she had was. Probably sap. Anyway, we do have the doll. We can remind Maeve of who she is. Oh, she just doesn't take offensive actions either? That's... I remember the doll. That's about what we, you know, well... Part of my heart the sunlight can't reach. You know, Maeve came to help us and got us that green crystal and had a true heart. Still there, you know, with her. She had the heart of a skeleton. Heart of a skeleton, heart of a warrior. Heart of a skeleton warrior. Lost some arms in the into 3D. Oh. Oh. Maribel's a bit affected by this. She's quite feeling it. And we're free. We can head on back to town. That's by the by. Hell of a dress. Aww. Kid running around. Maribel's incredible. I really enjoy her. Like I was saying before, the, like, the immediate relationship we have with Sly O'Keefer and Maribel here, where it's like we very clearly have known each other for years, and like these antics are just constantly going on, is really fun. All right, let's have a chat with everybody in town, and then we can go ahead and clean things up. Everybody's back? Cool. Hero had a little sister. Sure, let's hear your new verse. Garbage! Everyone's a critic. Banjaxed at the moment. Ooh, I like that. I should talk to... Got our old scholar and a bunny girl. All the happy couples. I have to break this every time I come in your house. It's the law. Them's the rules. Rough. All right. Yeah. Deadly. Oh, Patrick. Yeah, they've helped us out. She'll be chuffed to bits. I know she will. I'm glad that, like, we saved the village, and even if we didn't find a way home, we'd be completely welcome to stay here. Like, absolutely, you know? Like, there's no one in town who'd be like, no, you... Alright. Yeah. Anywho, we saved the village. We didn't manage to save Maeve, but everybody else is here. The sun is shining. The cats are meowing. We have $1 million. Let's go ahead and save and call it a night. So yeah, thank you all for joining. Hope you had a fun time today with our first major, vignette here with Dragon Quest VII. I'm looking forward to more exploration, more fun times, getting to know our characters some more, getting to meet, the rest of our cast we saw in our instructions. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank y'all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow, see when I go live, subscribe, you get the cool skulls and slimes. Very happy with our cool, both of them relevant today, our skulls and slimes. Upcoming streams, tomorrow is Like a Dragon Quest Thursday. Psych is joining me playing through Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon. The story of Ichiban. Ichiban Kasuga is a hell of a guy, and I hope you all get to enjoy meeting him as well. So, yeah, that'll be the next main thing. I'm also planning on Saturday. I'm going to try and get in a Pokemon art card stream. Journey Together, the newest Pokemon set, came out this week. And I know bits and pieces, but I really love to take a look at these sets and just enjoy looking at a Pokemon. So, if you also like looking at a Pokemon, that'll be a good time. Anyway, yeah, so thank y'all for joining. Y'all have a good night, everybody. Please close the software or turn off the power.